So I need some thank you cards. So Mike is going to show me how to make some cards. He is the master today, and I am his Padawan.
Use the fork, Luke. Anyway, right, so these are based on something that I did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So obviously, with it being Steampunk Tuesday, you want a steampunky themed card to send out.
Yes.
So we're going to do 4. Kind of like a batch make, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Right, so we're going to do some grungy, rusty kind of backgrounds and create some focal points using these dictionary pages, these old dictionary pages that we're going to turn into kind of like a pipe thing, aren't we?
Yeah, yes.
Kind of like, not rusty pipes, but pipes.
Yes.
So, and we're going to put 3 on each one of the cards. We're going to do 4 cards. Did I say that already?
You did.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so to start off with then, do you want to pop your papers to one side?
Yeah.
Right, and we'll do 1 background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will talk you through it.
How big are these, Mike?
These, right, okay, so these are going to be A6 cards, so almost like postcard sized cards. In the US, the equivalent kind of size would be what you call, I think, an A2. I think, an A2. But, just in case, these are the front panels, so they're approximately about 4 inches by probably about 5.5. Yeah, about 5.5.
Exactly.
So the actual card base, which we've already done at this side, I want to show them.
Sorry, Mike.
They're already pre-cut and pre-scored, are just a little bit bigger. So when the front is placed on...
Actually, that's the front there, sorry. So like that.
Yeah, so these are side opening cards. There'll be a nice little black border all the way around. So it doesn't matter what size you'd use or what size you create, because you can create these twice the size if you want to. But as long as you've got, you know, the size you want and you've got a nice little border all the way around, you can recreate this to your heart's content.
Okay,
so
move those out of the way.
Right.
Okay, so where do I start, Mike?
We're going to be doing some distress ink blending today.
Okay, yep.
So we have just a selection of different colours. They're all laid out in front of you in here. So we've got walnut stain, rusty hinge, we've got a tea dye, and yes, this is a very, 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 very old tea dye.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Hence the old packaging. Hang on, we haven't finished.
Sorry.
And the obligatory vintage photo.
That's a new one I've just bought.
Yeah. So you've got some browns, some ready kind of warmy browns. Okay. We've also got the new speckled egg. My label's peeling off the side. Look, that's the new speckled egg. We've also got peacock feathers, tumbled glass, and just for a little bit of green,
pistachio.
Correct, pistachio, exactly right. So, but we probably won't use all of those. We'll probably just use a selection of them. Okay, so we'll start off with one of the darker ones. So the walnut stain or vintage photo.
Vintage photo would be
it's up to you.
My favourite.
Okay, so remember, when you're doing your distressing, you're coming in from the side, so you're starting out here somewhere.
Yeah.
Start, and that's it, and you come in, and you want to go right the way into the middle of the card. Try and put even pressure on. Don't go all over.
Sorry.
You want to leave some spaces because we're going to be doing different colours.
Okay.
Okay. Remember to start off the card and come onto the card. Okay.
Okay, sorry about those.
What?
They like the
they'll
circles.
Blend. Don't worry about it, they'll blend. Right, so.
Okay.
Do you want to swap to a different colour now?
Yeah.
Now I would go for possibly rusty hinge.
Hey! I got that right.
Seeing as we are doing steampunk, these are new foams as well, so. And again,
I've got to fill in the areas that I haven't been on.
That's correct, yes. So just, that's it. Now I'm going to put a little bit more on, but we can always add to it later.
You had to, but you can't take it away. That's what you always tell me,
right,
isn't it?
Well, you can take it away in this case.
Yeah,
Because we are going to. Right, so that's it. Go over and start blending. That's it. But don't colour completely because you want to be adding in some of the other colours. So again, that's it. Nice swirly, swirly motions all the way around. Okay, and then
Okay.
You might want to swap back to vintage photo just to add a little bit more of that darkness back in again.
Okey-dokey.
Again, swirly motions.
Swirly motions.
Blendy swirly motions are lovely. Mr. Bentley's fast asleep behind
Oh,
us.
good.
He's in his bed behind
Not
us.
very well today.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe go a bit darker.
Use walnut stain.
It's up to, yeah, you can use walnut stain.
So I know that's quite a bit darker, isn't it?
Yeah, make sure you get plenty on. That's it. Load it up.
Okay, well,
And then again, start from the outside and then go in. These type of cards that we're making, it's more depth than
right.
lightness.
Okay. I think I'll put some more vintage photo on.
Yeah. Walnut stain is more of a greeny brown.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, I can see what you mean about building it up.
Yeah. And then we're going to be doing a bit of a to and fro, backwards and forwards.
Okay.
Yep. So back to the rusty hinge,
Yeah.
or you could introduce some tea dye as well now if you wanted to.
Shall I put my more rusty hinge on?
I would. I'd add some more red. That's it. Well, reddy, orangey, kind of rusty.
Yeah.
Because of the way our lights are set up, the card on the screen actually looks a little bit lighter than it does in real life
Yes, it does.
because of the lighting. For us, this is a bit darker than what you're seeing at home.
Oh, got fingerprints on it.
That's okay. Just blend them out,
Yeah.
and it just goes to show that they're handmade.
By me.
Yes,
And my fingers, oh yeah.
those baby wipes are not quite as wet as they should be.
Okay, so what do we put on next
Right,
then,
just
Mike?
keep on going.
What,
So-
with this one?
Well, either with the red, or you can add in a little bit more of the darkness around the edges, or bring a little bit more of that darkness into here.
bring
Just
a
try
bit-
and get it mottled.
Okay, okay.
There you go. That's it.
I think it's becoming a bit full.
Somebody's woke up and he's now making his bed. He's manoeuvring his blanket in his bed.
There we go.
Yep. Okay, so
Okay.
do you want to add a bit more rusty hinge into that, or do you want to add some tea dye into it?
Well, some maybe have some tea dye.
Okay, so you've got another blending tool there, another clean one, brand new.
Shall I dry this because it's very,
No.
very wet?
No,
Okay.
it won't blend if you dry it. If it doesn't look as though anything's coming off,
Yeah.
it's probably because it's lighter than what's on there already.
All right.
So
Okay.
I'd go back to your rusty hinge.
Okay.
So remember, always start off the
Yeah,
paper.
I'm just getting quite messy here.
It's okay. Pass me that.
I get you clean baby wipe. There you go.
So you just lift up a minute.
Okay.
There you go. There might have been a little bit of glue or gubbins on the table. Doesn't matter about the back of the card because that's going to
Good
get
job, really.
glued down. Hang on. Don't put that down on a
Okay.
wet surface. There you go.
Okay. So the rusty hinge,
Yeah,
a lot more orangey, isn't it?
that's it. Yummy. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, are you happy with that?
Yes.
Right, so pop the reds to one side and then clean your fingers. Right, so if you want to, you can give it a quick blast with the heat gun,
I think it might be an idea.
just to kind of dry it.
Excuse me a minute. That's better. That feels better.
Okay, right. The thing with distress ink is it's
Yeah.
reactive with water.
Yeah.
Right, so it doesn't matter how dry you get it,
Yeah.
the minute you put your fingers on it, it's going to react with the oils and the
Right.
sweat in your fingers.
Okay.
So, a little tad pointless what you've just done, but it doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, you don't have to apologise. I'm just,
Yeah.
this is how you learn how to use your bits and your bobs.
Okay, okay.
Right, so next we're going to add some patination to it.
Okay.
Right, so just pop that there for a second, right, and grab your peacock
I
feathers.
don't have any clean
What? Doesn't
things.
matter, you're not using one.
All right. Okay.
Peacock feathers.
Peacock feathers. Yeah.
Okay, so take the top off. take your top off.
There we are, onto there.
That's right. So you're one step ahead of me. Lovely. And then you've got your little water bottle.
Okay.
Okay, now you can either,
Yeah.
with a brush, you can mix it all up,
Yeah.
or you can just use your fingers.
Here's my fingers.
Excellent. Just make sure it's all, you've got some water up there, look. Yeah, so just swish it with your fingers. Right, now pick your card up.
Yeah.
And then just start picking up some of that colour, just flat. That's it.
Is that alright?
It's fine, just
Okay.
don't panic. That's it.
I think I need to dry that, don't I?
In a second. That's it. Turn it back over. And pick up some of the blue. There. Okay? Don't. Right, come here. I know, you're panicking, aren't you? I'm just dipping into it.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, right, now dry it.
Okay.
Don't worry about that, it's going to get glued down or stuck down anyway.
I was just making sure it didn't skeller too much.
Okay,
Okay.
right, so your peacock feathers again. Do the same thing again. Add a little bit of water.
But this time I'm not using my finger because it went blue.
Okay,
Yeah.
now use the fan brush. Give it a squeeze. And then I've got my apron on. So,
Oh, God, am I? I'm not, am I?
yes, you
Oh,
are.
dear.
We're splattering. That's it. Now pick up plenty of the liquid. That's it. Give it some welly. Lovely.
Okay.
Again. Try and see if you can get some big splats, some big blobs.
Whoops.
Okay. Now dry it.
If you're laughing at home, that's totally unkind.
But totally justified.
Ooh.
Careful.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wipe that up.
That's it. Just pick up as many of the splatters as you can because you've got quite a few over there, look.
I've got them everywhere.
Yeah, just not on yourself.
Not on myself at the minute,
just
which
a bit
makes a
there, look.
change. Okay.
Alright, so
That's quite good, that, isn't it?
you're liking that?
I am.
Alright, so at this stage, if you want to, you can now add in a bit more darkness around the edges by using the walnut stain.
Can I use Vintage Shoto instead?
It's up to you.
I'm not overly keen on walnut stain.
But it's a bit darker. So, and then we're just going to go, that's it, we're just going to do the edges.
See, I can do this.
I'll let you use my brand new fan brush.
It's a very nice fan brush.
Got a new set of fan brushes.
There we are. Okay.
Alright,
Yeah,
do you like that?
I do.
Right. I think it'd look a lot better if you actually had some metallic on there, don't you?
I do as well.
Okay, so some nice copper metallic.
Yep.
Alright. There's some Miss Moneypenny copper metallic paint.
From our fins at Indigo Blue.
That's correct. So what you've just done with
Look at that.
what you've just done with the distressing,
Yeah.
with the blue,
Yeah.
to do the same thing with the
So
copper.
just a little bit on the...
Well, you could just pick it up with the fan brush from the
Yeah.
lid, and then add the water to
I
that.
think that's worked quite well.
Right, there's rather a lot there. That's rather a huge amount. And then just use the fan brush to mix it in, and you want it quite runny. Mix all the paint in, otherwise you're going to end up getting it in your elbow and everything. Right, you want more water.
I do.
You want it quite fluid.
Yep, that's quite nice.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So then,
Put your overalls on and your goggles,
yes.
and then tap.
Yeah, or you can just use your finger like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I know I've got it all of myself.
It's all right, as long as you don't get it all over your t-shirt, you're all right.
I'm better doing it this way. Right.
You happy with that?
Uh,
Just show everybody at home. There you go.
yeah, I think so. Maybe it's a little bit more. More is more.
Well, in this case it is.
Yeah.
You
Sorry.
just got it all of them.
Just got it all over Mike then. I dried this off.
Yes.
There, we're all dry now.
Okay, do you want to lift it up so people can see the lovely shininess of that copper paint? Just tilt it into the light. There you go. Oh, look at that. Lovely.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
So you've got a really nice kind of industrial.
It's almost
kind of
asteroids, isn't it?
asteroids.
Yeah, and through the sky. Seen too many films. Sorry. Okay. Yeah.
So have you got a favourite? Which is the top and which is the bottom?
Yeah, I think that's that way up.
That's the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is put that to one side for a second.
Okay.
Okay, hand it to me. Keep it
Bend
safe.
it so it's.
Don't worry about it. It's going to get glued down eventually.
Okay.
All right. So now you want 3 sheets of.
Look at this. Like I smoke 100 a day. Okay. So.
So we're going to start making our focal point now.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to need that. You're going to need something to create a roll up with.
Yeah.
We'll do it short side.
Short side.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. And some double-sided tape.
Okay. So I put the tape on now.
I would. So you want a piece down each end and one down the middle.
Right.
All the way.
Move those over there.
Don't forget this is finger lift, so it's not going to go right to the edge, which is
No.
perfect, really. You can use glue,
One.
but for the purposes of doing this to show everybody what we're doing, this is quicker
2.
because we don't have to worry about drying time and that kind of nonsense.
That malarkey.
Yes. Okay. So we'll do one,
Yeah.
and then
Do I peel it off?
yep.
Okay. Whoops.
Whoops.
I didn't see that.
Just give it a rub. That's it. Just to burnish it a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
there
it.
we are. 2. There we are. Cockaliki, it says on here.
Very nice.
Okay, so
All right. So we're going to make a little bit of a tube.
do I just?
Yeah. Just be very careful, just to get it going.
Yeah,
Because don't forget you've got your double-sided tape, so it's going to stick to the brush.
yeah. So
You're
wrap
going
it
to have to try
round.
and manoeuvre it out now.
Wrap it
aren't you?
round.
It might have been better if you did it the other way around.
I've stuck it in. Hang on. Okay.
So turn it over,
Yeah,
put your brush down,
yeah.
now roll it. This is the beauty of these mats, you see.
But they're not sticky. There's stuff doesn't stick to them.
That's right. There you go.
So do I take that out now, or
You can leave it in because it's not going to stick.
no? It's not, is it?
Just
Is the glue not going to be on the outside when I finish?
you're not going to see it, are you?
Oh no, you're not here. Well, it makes a glorious noise.
You can slide your There you go. So
Oops.
that's all right.
It's come up. There
There
we
you go.
are. Okay.
So you've got a tube.
Tube, yes.
We now need another two.
Right. Does it matter if they're all crappy like that?
No.
Right, good job really, isn't it? I think for this one I'm going to use the tape, but I'm going to try and roll it without. Or do you think it'll be too
Well,
difficult?
you could always just leave a little gap at the top
Yes.
for you to start
There.
the roll off with,
There,
if
yeah.
you want.
I think that's probably the best idea, Mike, is to
Leave a gap.
leave a little gap. Okay. And then just
Burnish it.
burnish it down with my nail.
So you could use glue if you want to, but I just find using the tape a lot quicker.
A lot more immediate, isn't it?
It is a bit more immediate, yes. Just think yourself, look, I didn't give you any Bible pages.
They're so thin, they're like lavatory paper. The old lavatory paper from the olden days.
What was it called? Izal.
Izal, yeah. Like wiping your parts with tracing paper.
Well, you were.
You were really, weren't you?
That's
Greaseproof.
we used to use it for tracing
Yeah, we did.
when we didn't have anything else.
There we are.
Kids these days, they don't know the bone, do they?
They don't, do they? Right, so that's the end I want there.
Right. You didn't really leave that much of a gap, did you?
I think I've got enough. Let's have a look.
No, you didn't leave yourself much of a gap.
Oh.
It's alright, we've got plenty more.
Right, you're laughing at home, I can hear you.
Hey, it's all part of the great exploration, isn't it? Would you like another one?
I'll just go home. I am at home.
Right, so
Stop
only
it.
take the tape up to about there.
Okay. Right then, we get it on the screen from the bottom.
So up to about here. Okay?
I'm not having a good day today with tape, am I?
You're a bit, as we say here in the UK,
Cack-handed.
that's the one.
That's alright. Sorry.
You are going to paint this, so don't worry.
Oh, am I? Oh, right, fair enough. Right.
It's as though we didn't talk beforehand.
He talked doesn't mean I was listening.
Well, this is true. Don't forget to leave yourself a gap.
Here we are.
Right.
There we go. There we are.
We were going to make 4 of these, weren't we?
Yes.
'Cause I think we're going to have time to do all 4.
No.
You only need 1 anyway, don't you?
Yes, I do.
So
So,
make sure you've got, right, your curl starts before.
That's
it. Now you can slide it out. Or you could have just left it in. Couldn't you?
yes. We are.
Hurrah! Don't worry about creases and that kind of stuff. That's it. Rolly, rolly, rolly. There you go. And you can pull your brush out. Pull it, might be easier.
You got any pliers? That's it, that was it.
Come in.
Yeah,
There we go.
It's 2.
Okay.
Oh dear. 2. And I'm getting the hang of this now. 3. This is tape I'm not keen on.
I know.
Give me a pair of pliers any day. Right. 1. 2.
It's only because you're stepping outside your comfort zone. That's all it is.
It is 3. And then again,
Mm-hmm.
that goes onto
See,
there.
a bamboo skewer or something like that, or a knitting needle, is ideal for something like this.
Now I've got the idea now. There we go. And he says, there we go.
That's it. Don't flatten it.
There we go.
Okay, so paint.
Okay. Put them out of the way. Okay, Mike.
All right, so it's up to you whether you want to use the same copper paint or we can introduce a new colour.
I'll introduce
So
a new
we've got
colour, shall
a
I?
nice brass colour there.
Okay. So am I painting them with a brush or am I just rolling them and getting dirty?
Either or.
Oh dear, I don't think I like
It's
the sound of
entirely
this.
up to you. You can do a mixture of both if you want. You can paint straight on, or you
Yeah.
can just roll them in a mixture of the paint and the water.
Right,
As long as you've got some of the metallic on it. You
Oops.
want them to be able to see
yeah,
that they are,
the journal pit, they are.
yeah.
May I use this little brush?
I've got the fan brushes back in for you.
Okay.
Not that you need the fan brush.
I've got that one.
That'll do. There you go. Now the reason we're mixing with water is A, because if you start rolling through it, then it's going to go a bit more translucent and you will see the page detail underneath. Yeah. If you'd just put ordinary paint without mixing it with water,
it would have just painted over it,
would have just been opaque.
A bit more, do you think?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Alright, so it's entirely up to you now. You can start rolling them in the paint if you want to, or you can
well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I suppose, isn't it?
Absolutely. Brilliant. That's it. And then pop it to one side. That's enough.
That's enough?
Yeah. Oh, that's what you call that. This is proper mixed media stuff, this. Isn't it? Real mixed media work. Getting grungy and dirty. And then over to one side. That's it.
And the last one.
This is the one with the glue on it.
This one with the glue on it, yeah.
So this is why I said it doesn't matter if it's going to get covered with the paint anyway.
Oh yeah, you did. It's probably going to stick together anyway with all the paint on it, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Okay, so again, to one side, and then you can start heat setting these if you want.
Oops. Let's wash my hands first. Do I need to get rid of this?
Yeah, but I'll do that, you're alright. Oh.
There you are.
Hey, tidy boy. Having all the fun.
Look at this.
Just clean that paintbrush off now.
Like somebody's had an accident with a makeup set. I would imagine. Right. Mike showed me to put it on the brush because I was burning my fingers on the last one. Read into that what you will, ladies and gentlemen. I like these.
So you're not burning your fingers now, or burning the craft mat?
Yeah, the craft mat. I've got the hot blowy thing a bit too close to the cutting mat, and it's got a bit wibbly wobbly. That's where my pocket money's going this week, ladies and gents.
It'll flatten itself out again, don't worry.
Yeah, so I've got 3 burnt fingers and 3.
Well, you know, it stands to common sense really. If you just pop that, and then you can hold it up.
You're dealing with me now, not common sense. Right, okay, let me just wipe this, get this gold off my fingers.
Right, shall we come back?
Yeah, we'll come back. Right, I've got it all off now. I don't want to look like Shirley Eaton off Goldfinger.
Sure. Was it Shirley?
It was Shirley Eaton, bless her. She died a couple of months ago.
Did she?
I think so. If she isn't, I'm sorry, but I think so. It was offending me, all this on my hands.
Poor Shirley Eaton's
Poor Shirley Eaton's family, if she's not dead. Yeah. Right. The dog's just thrown himself out of bed in disgust.
What's that? Reports of bad death are greatly exaggerated.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Okay, so I've got those. So I've now brought in, we're back to me again. There we are. I brought in my copper tape, slug tape.
Right, it's also lead window tape, isn't it? For doing stained glass.
Yeah, but it's sold as slug tape.
Right,
if you buy lead window tape, it costs a lot more.
Right, you did mention first earlier on though about putting some distress on the tubes as well.
Yeah.
So you're going to do that after?
Yeah, I am. I think then I can knock this back as well.
Right. Okay, before you do anything then, you've got 3 similar sized tubes there.
Yeah.
You want to make them 3 different sized tubes.
Right.
So you want, like you're doing the pulling of the straws kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you want a smaller one, a medium one, and a larger one. So one leave as it is.
Yeah, I'll go for that one to leave as it is because I like the bit there.
Okay.
This one about there.
Yep. Snip. There we go. We're going to distress it anyway. And then one.
Half that size. So about there.
I would have gone a bit bigger, but never mind.
Okay. There we are. Those 3.
There we go. Right.
Okay.
Lovely.
Right. Okay.
Now you can do your tape thing.
So I'm going to roll tape round each one. Don't need a lot.
No. You've got some skizzers there as well.
And it just rips.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doth. So
one.
Maybe
one round each end.
Well, why don't you put 3 on the large one?
Yeah.
2 on the medium.
And 1 on the small. Yeah. 1, 2.
That looks good.
You get loads of it on the roll as well.
Put lots of slugs in there.
Yeah, there is. Not in our garden, there isn't.
At the moment.
There won't be either. Oh yeah. 1.
Well, Mr. Boo Boos.
Bentley's laid down underneath the table.
Right underneath my chair. He's got his head. Oh.
It's a bit warm, I
Which means I
think.
can stroke his ears without having to bend down too far.
Oh, that's good. 2. And 3. This is 2 on that one.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have time to do all 4.
No, I don't think we are.
But once I've shown you how to do these, you know how to...
And how to do them.
Yeah, and you can
And
create
make
your
the
own.
others, yeah.
Yeah. At your leisure.
Yes. Yes. Now I've done one, it's always easier, isn't it, when you've done one? There we go. Okay.
Okay, so we now need to wire them all together.
Yeah. So I brought in some copper florist wire. So do I put them sort of
Well,
like...
bearing in mind you're going to have to put it in an envelope.
Yes, they want to be like that really,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
So I'll start it there.
Almost a bit like a bit of a weave. So can you go around and in between to hold them in place?
Yeah.
That's it, and then
I think I'd be better
starting off
starting
like
off
that. Hello.
like that.
You come to say hello? Yeah? Just having a scratch. If it's easier, just do 2 together at one to start off with,
Okay.
in like a figure of 8. No, okay.
Oh, yeah. And then just put that on there.
Or you could do it on that side and wrap it around that way.
Yeah, couldn't I? Like that.
Yeah. We can always glue them down onto the card front anyway. Oh, somebody wants to go out.
The wire's a little bit thick. There we are. There we are. Now I've got it flat. It's easier. There.
Alright, so. Yes?
Yes.
Lovely. So you did say about maybe wiring in an embellishment.
Yeah.
We've also got some keys
I'm just going to undo this.
from Craft Smart. So I think these were sent to us in Happy Mail, weren't they?
They were. Yeah, were. Yes.
Unfortunately, wasn't in the habit of writing on the back of things who sent them to us, so I can't remember who did send these to us. But thank you. We don't always necessarily use all the Happy Mail stuff straight
Straight
away,
at
do we?
once. No, we don't. That's better.
So I've now got into the habit of writing on the back who actually sent it to
Oh,
us.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like all the newer stuff, it's got somebody's, it's got people's names on the back.
Right.
He's making his presence known.
He is.
There we go.
There we are. That's better, Mike.
Yeah. I think he needs to go out for a wee wee.
Okay.
Right, so while I'm gone, do you want to try and see if you can wire on the cog or wire on the key?
Yeah.
And I'll be back.
I'll just try and get it through. This is sort of out of my comfort zone. It's unbelievable. Let's have a look. Is he upstairs?
He wants to go. He wants to get in bed.
He wants to go to bed. Bless him. He gets tired. Right. So I put it through the wrong one. That's why. There we are. He wants to go through that one. And that one as well.
There we go. He's all in bed.
There we are. I think we're sorted. I think this wire's too thick.
Is it?
It's florist wire, but it's very thick, and it's just not threading. It's just not threading onto it.
Okay. Well, forget the cog then, and just wire the key on.
There. Oh, that's better. There we are.
See, this is what happens when I leave you alone. Okay, so you're not happy.
Not happy at all.
Right, what you're not happy about?
All of it.
In what way?
I just don't like it.
Right, what don't you like?
I just think I just don't like it.
Right, okay. So time to regroup, and then we'll be back. So have you calmed down now?
I have, yeah. Everything's fine. Now, what I've decided to do is the wire isn't working. The wire's too thick. It's not floaty enough. So what I've done is I've glued each one of the tubes together with some glossy accents, and I've glued the cog on top, and I've glued the key onto that with the glossy accents as well.
Right, so that still hasn't finished drying yet, has it?
No, it hasn't. So I'll pop that to one side.
It can be moved.
It can. That'll
Right.
go there for now.
Okay, so while you're doing that then, we can make a start on, if you want to,
Yep.
we can do your thank you sentiment.
Okay, yep.
Right, so I cut a small piece of black card for you,
Thank you.
and then I did some sentiments, some thank you sentiments,
Dinky, isn't it?
but knowing Ian, I did more than one just in case.
Yeah. Things go wrong quite easily.
Yeah.
Right. You pass me the Timmy scissors, the red ones, please. Give me Timmy. Oh yeah.
I'll be covered in glue actually.
I'll be feeling alright actually. Let's have a look. I'll go over the edge with it with a bit of distress ink, I think.
Yes, I must have nearly 500 stamps. Not as many as some.
Yeah.
And no thank yous.
Really?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
Bizarre.
No thank yous. You've got
Just
a little bit of a black line. You're going to go.
Black line gone.
That's fine. So what colour's that? Vintage photo?
Yeah, it's my favourite. There we are.
Okay. And then you're just going to use a little bit of glue. Do you want this one or do you want the Elmer's purple?
We'll use the Elmer's purple if that's alright. Do we have any?
Yeah, I think I put it away. Excuse the arm.
Oh yes.
It's been in the light.
Oh, is that why it's changed colour?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
It's gone lighter.
I thought when you said the Elmer's, I thought you meant like the Pritt stick.
Oh no, they're in that. See that little drawer there that says dry glue sticks on it.
Alright, yeah.
You can use a dry one if you want.
No, it's fine. It's just a little bit in the middle.
It's just there's no wiggle room with dry glue sticks.
No, there isn't, is there? There we are. There we are. Don't put too much on.
No, you don't need.
It'll just ooze out at the edges, right?
Ooh, I love that word.
Ooze. Bouncy word like trampoline.
So you've got plenty of time. That's it.
Sorry,
Just
I
to
was
kind
just
of.
off the edge there.
That's all right. Then you can just
There we are.
even up your black border.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Okay. So do you want to stick your background onto your card base now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So
So,
you've decided which way is going to be up.
yeah. I'll just put some glue on the back. And then just across the middle as well. There we are. I think I remembered which one was up. I think it was that one, wasn't it? That was up, wasn't it?
Okay. Clear your space, your workspace out of the way. You've got far too many tools. That's hampering your.
Hampering my movements.
Yes.
There we are. Yeah, that's perfect, I think. It's a lovely background.
Even if you do say so
Even if
yourself.
I do say so myself. There we are. It's coming off. I just need to put it.
You just need something to weight it down. See that big tub of structure paste there?
Yeah.
And something else heavy.
Yeah.
Will that do?
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Okay, so we'll be back in a few minutes when that's stuck down and the glossy accents is dry.
Let's move all this out of the way. That's better.
Let's create some elbow room.
Okay, so now I've got my front stuck on.
Yes.
And I've got my tape, my copper tape. I fancy putting some little bits on at the front. Not just like washi tape, like you said.
Look like copper washi tape.
Yeah, so... Doesn't have to be level at the edge, does it?
Yeah.
And maybe a piece up there.
This slug tape is very, very
That's a bit
useful, isn't it?
It's also not horrendously sticky, so you can reposition it. There we go. There we are.
Did we ever cover a piece of card with the copper tape and then put it through the with an embossing folder?
No, we didn't.
To see what would happen?
No, we didn't.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that might be a project. So we've got.
So are you going to burnish those? Or are you going to leave them?
We're going to leave them with a bit of a rough edge.
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Well, you're burnishing it now, aren't you?
Yes.
You said no, we're going to leave it with a
No,
rough
I
edge.
just rub it with my nail like that. Because it's also picking up the texture underneath of the card.
Just that little. Will that burnish off or?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay. So I've got my. I use glossy accents for this. I've got my piece. I'll just put some glue down the back. Hold it all together. And then just flip it over like that. I think. Do you think there, Mike?
Well, don't forget, yeah, it is the focal point, isn't it? So it doesn't want to be tucked away too far.
I think there.
But you also need room for your sentiment to go.
I do.
And then just
tuck that underneath like that. What do you think?
And that looks great.
Do we need to splatter it with anything?
What more?
Not more.
You've got splatters on
What
the
I
brain
have
now.
forgotten to do is I was going to just...
Oh right, just add a little bit of distress and grunge on the edges.
Yeah, the edges are there, yeah. There we are.
Lovely. So we just need to let it sit there now, don't we, for a few minutes?
And I've got a cog.
Oh, that's right, you were going to add a few of those on as well, weren't
I've
you?
got a cog, I've got a cog. Just to...
There you go, there's the other one that you wanted.
Thank you. Yeah. So that'll just put that under there, so it's just on there. That's sticking.
It's glossy accent, so it does take a few minutes.
Yeah, I think I put it on the inside rather than the outside ring. There we go.
That's it.
And then the other one I'll just pop down at the bottom there.
A little bit, yeah.
There we go. It's good about the glossy accents as it disappears.
Yes.
There we are.
Fantastic. Okay, so we'll need to leave that to set for a bit. Time for a cup of tea, I think.
I think so.
And maybe, just maybe, a chocky bicky.
No, not during the day.
So we'll be back in a few minutes.
'Cause
Once I've had a tidy up.
Because I have had a block of chocolate earlier that you didn't see.
Oh, right, fair enough then.
Well, I do believe it has dried.
Of course it's dried. What do you think it was going to do?
It seemed to take forever. That looks really good. I'm pleased with that, apart from my wobble halfway through.
Yes, you had a crisis of...
Confidence. And now we've got a squeaky dog. So there we are. That's on the card. And that will then go into the envelope. It's going to be quite a bulky envelope, but it will go in. There we go. There we go. And there we are.
Perfect. So you've just got to make another 3 now.
Yes, I have. Which will probably take me another fortnight.
But at least you can just work on the backgrounds, because that's the bit that you really enjoy.
Oh, I enjoy doing the backgrounds, yes. So thank you for watching.
So if you've enjoyed that, please remember to give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video.
That's all for today.
Yes.
See you again real soon. Oh, Bentley's here as well.
Bye for now.
Bye.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.